If you are ready to get some things done today, if you have a house to clean, some decluttering, organizing, or maybe you just want some company, I am here with you. We are going to clean my house because it is a mess, and I hope that you would join me or just hang out with me for a little bit. I'm looking forward to spending this time with you, and let's get started. Welcome, my sweet friends. We are going to get some things done today, like I just had mentioned. So if you're wanting to hang out or get some cleaning done, you have come to the right place. And today's Clean With Me, we are going to just be going throughout the house and getting it cleaned up. We are in the middle of a kitchen renovation, so this house is in dire need. As I had mentioned, I am in the middle of a kitchen renovation. So we are doing the third phase of our kitchen reno, and I'm taking everything out because it is time to actually take the cabinets out. I purchased this plastic shelf from Walmart for about $30, and I'm going to put everything here. That way we can still access it when we need it. I am starting off in our hall bathroom, which is AKA Emma's bathroom, and I'm going to start scrubbing the tub down because it needs it. We have a well, so I've noticed that sometimes it leaves these rusty deposits, although we do have a water softener and a purifier. So I'm going to tackle this project in here. I have a lot of things that I want to do in this bathroom. I don't think I'm going to be able to get them done in 2023, but 2024, you better believe it. It is going to be a very DIY bathroom since we are focusing on the kitchen, putting a wall up for the boys, and also doing the stair rail and their bathroom. So this bathroom here is just going to get a good DIY treatment, which is just fine because Chris and I are so used to that and we love it. And everything, like always, will be on a budget.
Something we don't let it go. A little faith when you're on the road. We know we're off to a good start. Let's go, let's get lost in the street.
So another little tip, if you don't have a spray shower like I have here, they're super affordable and it helps with cleaning and, getting the shampoo out of the hair and cleaning the animals. Highly recommend getting one. My boys don't have one upstairs, and when we try to clean that shower, it's like taking a bucket and spraying it, pushing it against the wall, whatever you say. So get yourself a really inexpensive little shower head there. I think that one was about $40 from Lowe's. It is such a small little investment, but it makes such a huge impact when it comes to cleaning and showering and all the things. I just wanted to add that out in there because they make life so much easier. So my goal is to get my home to a non-toxic state. It definitely is going to take some time because I'm just used to cleaning with certain products, but I am noticing that my asthma is just basically getting worse. And so I want to take some active steps to just ridding my home of any of those chemicals. Like I had mentioned, it's a work in progress. Like I just used the Pink Stuff bathroom foam cleaner and I'm using Lime Away right now. And I'm using Sprayway. And it's like I said, it's going to take some time, but as I get further into the video, it actually took me quite a while to film this video because I did a little bit day by day and week by week. So you'll see many outfit changes, but by the end of the video, you'll see that I limit the chemicals that I'm using. I had noticed actually after this portion right here that my lungs felt really heavy, although I was covering my mouth and my face with my shirt. It still felt really hard to breathe. And as I had said in my last video, we had flu B, and I'm telling you, I don't know. As I get older and I realize I do not want to be dependent on all of my inhalers and things like that. So I've got to take an active effort, not only for myself, but for my family. And so that is going to be my goal, is just to slowly but surely rid my home of those things. I don't burn candles unless they're non-toxic soy candles with like healthy cotton lint burners or cotton burners or whatever they're called. So I don't burn conventional candles. I do set Scentsy every so often, but my diffuser broke, so I'm gonna need to get another one because I want to start just focusing on oils that I diffuse in the air. Obviously ones that are healthy for pets and kids. Here we are onto another day, and I'm going to tidy up the living room. I showed you how I decorated this living room, mantle, and Christmas tree, so that is in last week's video if you're interested in watching that. And I'm going to just clean up in here, give it a good vacuum and everything. So I'm also going to be taking care of these blankets as well. I've got a blanket on the chair. I actually got this chair Facebook Marketplace, $50, a Pottery Barn chair. It retails, I think, for $800 and something. So I thought that was a great deal. But again, I am using my Sprayway for these glass mirrors, or excuse me, glass frames and the mirrors. I actually lost my Sprayway. So at the end of the video, I was like searching for it, but then I'm like, you know what? I don't need it. I'm going to try not to do it. I'm going to really focus on getting this stuff out of my house. So it was actually like a blessing in disguise. So I've got my Kirby, the beast, the big girl, and there is no clean like a Kirby clean. Let me just tell you, that's not sponsored. That's just the truth. It doesn't matter how many vacuums I've had. This and the Rainbow by far surpass the suction and just the cleanliness, the clean that it gives over any vacuum I've ever used. However, it does not compete to a stick vacuum for its convenience only. So while we were trying to get the kitchen tackled, I gave Emma some Epsom salt and I let her play with it, do like some sensory play, and she absolutely loved it. She just took little, what are they called? Little scoops and put them in other little things, and it was awesome. I've loved watching her do that, and it was very, very entertaining for her. I always say like sensory play is the best for kids. Kinetic sand, Play-Doh, anything like that, as long as you can trust that they won't eat it. But we were monitoring her. But on the second day, as you can see behind me, the kitchen renovation is underway. I let her have sprinkles, actually, because she just saw them sitting there as I was taking everything out of the cabinet. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give her these sprinkles and let her do some sensory play with this. And this is where things got wild, because I was actually starting to really feel myself coming down with the flu, but I knew I had things I had to do, so I just kept pushing through. So I got desperate, and so sprinkles it was. I gave her the sprinkles, gave her some scoops, some cups, and a bowl, and she had a field day, as you can tell. There are just some days where you've got to get things done and you have to overlook the mess. And this was one of those days. My body was aching. I had the fever coming, but we had things we had to do. So you know what? We let her play with sprinkles, and I am absolutely fine with it. She had a field day. She probably ate a lot of them. And you know what? Again, some days you just got to do what you got to do. It is time for some laundry. And if you want to know, this is how I do my laundry. So I've got these baskets here. Now, I used to be able to find them at Walmart and I can't anymore. But I did just go ahead and splurge a while back and when we moved into this house, and I got them from the Container Store and they came in a pack of 4. So I've got these here and I love them because they stack and I've got the kids' names on them. And I will have the kids, just like, we'll just talk about Josiah and Noah because I still do their laundry. Drew and Liam do their own laundry. And Chris actually does his own laundry as well, but I do try to help him. The older boys, they really don't want my help. And that's okay, I don't mind. But they're old enough to do it. So I've got these baskets. I did put their names on it and they will fill up the baskets with their clothes. Now, Josiah is 12. 11. Sorry, I've got a lot of kids. He's 11 years old and Noah is 9. And Josiah will be 12 in January. But Josiah does not want to share anything with Noah, and that's totally fine. That's his brother, and I get it. So he likes to put all his clothes in just his basket, and same for Noah. Now, I will end up just usually washing them all together, but if Josiah feels so inclined, he will actually do his own laundry as well. I have taught him how to do that. Noah's not quite ready. But I will just put everything here on my bed or on the couch, and I will just throw the kids' clothes, including mine, Emma. If Chris's gets in there somehow, I will just throw them in the basket. And that is what has been working for us. Then they will take them upstairs and fold them and put them away. Now, I love some of my kiddos, well, I love all my kiddos, but some of my kiddos do not like to put clothes away, and some of them are better at that. And so I will often have to go up there and make sure that the kids have actually put their clothes away. Usually the younger ones struggle a little bit, understandably, and that's totally fine. But we are trying to get them to understand that these are your clothes, this is your responsibility, and it is important to keep a clean room and a clean space. And we don't ask a lot. Just go to school, do your schoolwork, do any chores that we may ask of you, which are usually just like putting the silverware away or putting the cups away, and then take care of your clothes and make your bed. Pretty simple. And they're really good at it, but it's something I definitely have to stay on top of. But that laundry system has worked beautifully for me because that means I'm not sitting down there folding everyone's clothes. I'm just throwing them in their basket and then they take their basket to their room. So if you want an easier laundry system, that is what I would encourage you to do. So I was hitting the wall of exhaustion and feeling horrible at this point, but I had to keep pushing forward. This is another day, actually yesterday, and those little gloves I found, I think at TJ Maxx, and they feel like those really incredible plushy socks that are kind of like silky almost, that are supposed to be good for the skin. Feel kind of like that. So I got them very, very damp, the gloves here, and it's for dusting, and it made just perfect sense for me. So I wanted to come over here and do these blinds. Now they are broken and obviously so filthy. And hear me out. I would not leave my home like this. Now it's been out of sight, out of mind, and the way they've been flipped up, I haven't really noticed it. But now that I see it, I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? But I'm also a little shocked. I didn't expect to have such things that needed to be taken care of when we moved here. Now, if the house was a foreclosure or was empty for a while, I would understand, or there's a whole bunch of other circumstances that I totally get. And I feel like a really gracious person, live and let live. We'll just take it as it comes type of person. But as I was getting into this, the amount of filth, the coat of dirt and dust on these were just, I can't even, I don't even know what to say. Do you see that? Do you see me cleaning that off? I don't think they have ever been cleaned. And as I was getting further along into this, I actually regretted my decision completely. I needed to take them off and pressure wash them, but I didn't have time for all of that. And we're having a party that we're hosting for the young adult ministry. And so I was like, I got to get this taken care of. But let me just tell you, I did not proceed with this method throughout the room. I just got a dry duster and did the best I can because every one of the blinds, the sets are broken. So we're going to just take them down anyway. So I did not want to get into it too much. I mean, dirty water was falling on the floor. So it was a mess. So if you have like moderately dusty blinds, mildly dusty blinds, that method would work great. But if they are absolutely coated like these were, just bypass it, put them in the sink or, the tub, wash them out or just get new ones. And also, I just want to add just an explanation so you know my heart if you're new here. I am not saying anything bad whatsoever. I'm genuinely not. I'm just saying that I was shocked at the state of the blinds. And I understand that blinds are kind of one of those things that most people don't take care of, or some people don't take care of. And I totally get that. I'm not trying to say anything ugly. I was just in a state of shock at the coat of dust. But I, again, try to be a very gracious person and live and let live. And you never know what someone's going through. So trust me, that's kind of where I was at with that whole thing. You never know, and that is okay. But it was definitely something that had to be taken care of. I am having Liam pressure wash the back porch here. Josiah will take over shortly. We're all chipping in because, like I had said, we've got a young adult ministry party, Christmas party being held here the next day. And Chris had a really cool fire pit built in the back with some of the extra stones around the house, which was awesome. And now the boys are pressure washing. I did this a couple of months ago, but it is something that needs to be tackled very frequently, as you can see. So he's doing this, and then we will put all of the furniture back here and make it look really nice. It was really nice having their help while I was inside finishing up the windows and tackling some other projects. They were out here, so I figured I would go ahead and film them because they didn't mind. I got their consent, and it is really nice to see my boys chipping in. They are really good at helping when I ask them to, but I also love seeing them kind of use their imagination. They have a lot of fun with this pressure washer. So this has been an overflow as we were decluttering the kitchen. I had to take everything out and then organize it and put it all back in. I do have those videos kind of sitting in queue. Haven't finished editing them yet because I wanted to finish some more sections of the organizing and the kitchen project. I think that what I'm going to do though, I have decided that I will have designated videos for like, a decluttering for the kitchen and organizing and kitchen renovation, where I will combine the other two phases of the video and then add the third. So it's just one whole one. But I'm also not going to shy away from just filming in those areas. I kind of like when I watch videos and I see the progress instead of holding everything kind of secret and then being like, ta-da, it's all done. I like seeing the progress as you go. I think it gives it a little bit more excitement, in my opinion, and then doing like a whole video where it's the whole kitchen renovation. So in my videos, you will see, like you just saw earlier, that the kitchen is being put together, and I'm not going to shy away from filming in those areas. I'm not worried about keeping it super secretive, but as you can see, I myself actually went and picked up the upper cabinets. So we have upper cabinets, then we have like tall 12-inch tall cabinets on the very top. I wanted the cabinets to go all the way to the ceiling because I felt like that would make it really look nice and grand. And no, you can't get to them every day unless you use a ladder, but it is perfect for things that you use maybe once a year. My son was like, how in the world are you going to get up there? And I'm like, don't you worry. It is a once a year gig. But I just love the way it looks. So I am into my bathroom now. I'm going to declutter this drawer. We have a tighter bathroom for two people, I feel. And I love having the double sinks. That's great. But I don't like having a lot of stuff on top of the counter because it just makes it feel really cluttered in here. So I actually got myself a little makeup case from Amazon. And I do my makeup in Emma's bathroom for the most part. And I want to clear out this drawer here, and I've gotten rid of a lot of makeup, and I'm going to put a lot of our stuff on the counter in here. That way it makes it look more open. If you are struggling with a tight space, a small space, or you're just feeling overwhelmed, clear off your countertops. I'm telling you, it will make a huge difference. Even if you've got a, even if you're not ready to organize, just put it somewhere like under the sink in the cabinet. Clearing off that space, having a clear countertop will make a huge difference. I'm telling you, you'll feel like your space is so much bigger. Another thing that I find that helps is having something to anchor your items. So I will always put my stuff on a tray of some sort. That helps just bring it all down. It's kind of like a rug for the living room. If you see a living room without a rug or a couch without a rug underneath, it kind of just feels like it's floating out in there. But when you've got like a rug, it anchors it down. Same thing with these little containers. I made this one for just about nothing from Lowe's, and it put everything on top of it, and it looks just like put together. So here I am using my Thieves oil. Now I didn't have my glasses on. I did not know how much I was supposed to put in there. So I put 2 scoops, and then I added another little splash for good measure. I will say it is better to put the water in there first, then the concentrate. That way you're not dealing with a ton of bubbles that I'm about to deal with. But I use this to clean the countertops, the sink, the walls, the doors, everything. And I love the smell of it personally. But this was me trying to take some active effort to using something clean and organic, or, just non-toxic for my home. Full transparency, I am not very particular about the brand name of the oils I use. However, I will steer clear of oils in conventional stores. That's just for me. I use Young Living, I think, the most. But I have a lot of doTERRA stuff that I like. And then also Simply Earth, they have great stuff as well. So I am not super picky by any means, but I do try to at least use some that I feel like have a little bit of research backed behind it. For more of an affordable option, I think the Simply Earth is fantastic. I think that's the name of it. I think they're great. My friend, one of my best friends, Amanda, uses that as well from This Crazy Life. She loves that too. So, just so you know, you can use whatever you feel that works for your house, no matter where you get it from. But I'm just letting you know what I use. And the next thing I'm going to use is the Lysol wipes. Now, I know this isn't non-toxic, but when it comes to like toilets and things like that, I'm going to go ahead and get on in there. We're going to go ahead and use some disinfecting stuff. So I know that they say that the thieves is disinfecting and antimicrobial and antibacterial and fungal and this and this. I don't know. I just genuinely don't know. And it makes me feel better to go on and use some Lysol or some Clorox. That's just me. So you do what works for your home. Do not feel like you're not doing things in the quote unquote right way by using things that make you feel good. If you want to use Clorox and Lysol and all the things for your home, that's fine. That's your home. And you need to feel confident in that. Okay. I just want you to know that. Feel confident in what you're doing for your home with your family, because at the end of the day, that is what matters. Don't ever feel like you're not doing something right because you see someone doing it differently. Feel confident in that. I know that when I started this process on here, people were commenting on the way I was cleaning a toilet, cleaning the floor, cleaning the dishes, throwing out mop water, and I would get my feelings super hurt. Okay, y'all, I am super sensitive. I will just tell you that. I think I can cover it up with some sarcasm, but I am a super sensitive soul. But I have just come to the place in my life, I guess that's what happens when you hit 40. You get some wisdom and you get some sense about you, and you're like, I don't care what people think. If this is how I clean a toilet, this is how I'm going to do it. And if I want to put my mop water in the sink, then that's what I'm going to do too. And I personally love hearing y'all's tips and tricks. I learn so much from you. So I'm always open to listening to kind, considerate comments. Always hear me out, always. And like I said, I learned so much from y'all. So feel free to give me some suggestions and tips if you have it. However, I also want you to know that if you do things differently, then that's okay too. Just the same way for me. If I do something that maybe is a little different than you, feel free to give me some tips and tricks, but just also it's important that we just respect each other's space and how we do things in our own homes. I always give grace. Always give grace. I mentioned before about the Kirby. There's no clean like the Kirby clean, and it is true. Even if I've got enough energy, I will pull the Kirby out and you can take the front of it off and put an additional hose and attachments on it. There are a ton of attachments, and that suction is by far better than any of my stick vacs. But I just did not have the energy to do that today. It was getting later and later, and I'm still just trying to get my energy back. Every day is better. I'll tell you this type of flu was really interesting. It was pretty bad. It's probably one of the worst ones I had, but it also did affect my taste and sense of smell. And no, it was not the other. I tested negative. We all tested negative. And my niece and friends had it too, and they said the same thing. It just changed the way this taste in their mouth, the way they could smell. and they actually went to the walk-in clinic, the urgent care, and they got tested positive for flu B. So just know that if you have any of those symptoms, it doesn't mean it is the other. The flu B is now doing the same thing, which is so bizarre. So we are finishing up in here. I'm going to continue to vacuum, and that is a wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I love y'all. Would y'all please hit that subscribe button, like this video too, and I will have another video on Thursday. Just don't forget how much I love you and how worthy you are and how amazing you are, and this world is a better place because of you. I'm so thankful for you all. Hear me out. Forever thankful. Love y'all. Bye.